We come to you from the Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. We're back here with another NBA2K26 presentation of the 2025-2026 NBA season playthrough here. We have Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals series featuring the Detroit Pistons and the Milwaukee Bucks. As we look at the starting lineup, we see Cunningham, Ivey, Thompson, Harrison, Duren. For the Bucks, we got Cole Anthony getting to start, Gary Trent Jr., Kyle Kuzma, Antetokounmpo, and Miles Turner here. The 8th-seeded Pistons in this universe held off a comeback. They avoided a major letdown after being up 3-1, where the Knicks were able to force a game 6 and 7. But the Pistons came back from 20 down in that quarter as we see the Bucks winning the tip here. The Bucks, who did not go to the playoffs in real life, but they were the 4th seed in this universe. You see Kuzma will shoot the 3, and they're off to a fast start. They lost Game 1 to the Indiana Pacers, 98-79. Ivey, who is hurt right now, I'm not sure why. I thought I fixed everything. See Cunningham with the bucket. That's good. Cuddy Cunningham, as I said, I think he had over 34 points average-wise throughout the first round series. But as I said, the Pistons won in 7 games. The Bucks won in 5 games over the Pacers. They lost Game 1. You see Antetokounmpo with the slam dunk. He had himself a hell of a series too in the first round. But we had, in blowout fashion, the Bucks won games 2, 3, 4, and 5. Asar Thompson coming around the bucket. That's good. We see Gary Trent Jr. guiding it over to Kuzma. Kuzma back over to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo coming around the layup. That's good. And it'll lead us 7-4 now. That's 4 for the Greek Freak already. Cunningham crossing the half-court line. Here, the defense chance right now. 7-4. Bucks on top. Finding it over to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham with the shot up. That's good. Look at during the regular season on the road, Cade Cunningham with 28.9 points per game on average, 6.8 rebounds per game. Trent Jr. for 3, good, and a lead up to 4 for the Bucks. Here the defense chance. Tobias Harris beat it over to Ivey, back over to Asar Thompson, back over. No, that was Duren. Actually, now Ivey has it. Ivey coming around, 1 on the shot clock. He barely gets it off in time. Turner will get the rebound there. Gary Trent Jr. Jump shot, good. Lead up to 6. During the season, Gary Trent Jr. only had 8.6 points per game, 1.4 assists per game, but he did not score at all during the first round series against the Pacers. Duren will miss that one. Trent Jr. coming around with the layup. That's good. 14-6. He has 7 points already. The rest of the team with 7. And they are combined 6 of 6 from the field right now. Harris feeding it over to Ivey, feeding it over to Harris to Thompson for 3. No good. Miles Turner with the rebound. Duren will get the steal. He'll dish it over to Cunningham for 3. That's in there. Not sure what that was about. Duren was able to get the steal and find Cunningham. Duren will get the assist on that Cunningham 3. Feeds it over to Miles Turner, 8 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Antetokounmpo. He's going to come around the layup. That's good. It's 16-9 right now. And the Bucks are 7 of 7 right now. To Jaden Ivey, feeding it over to Asar Thompson. Feeds it over to Cunningham. He'll shoot the 3. No good. Kuzma grabbing a rebound. Kuzma. There's a slam dunk by Giannis Antetokounmpo. I believe that is 6 for him in this game. Maybe 8 now. The lead 18-9. Ivy for three, no good. Turner grabbing a rebound. But you know that the Bucks are 8 of 8 to start the game. Feeds it over to Cole Anthony, back over to Antetokounmpo. Giannis coming around. He'll feed it. That's in there. Kyle Kuzma for three, and the Bucks lead it by 12 over 5 minutes into the game. Doc Rivers' crew, and I say in this universe, it's still Doc Rivers as the head coach. We know in real life he was let go and now decided to retire as an NBA head coach. And there's a foul called against Kyle Kuzma. That's his first personal foul, first team foul. Duran will take the inbound from Asar Thompson back over to Jaden Ivey. 8 on the shot clock. Cunningham. He'll put the shot up. That is no good. Antetokounmpo grabbing a rebound here. Well, there's a shot. That is good. Gary Trent Jr., I believe that's 10 for him, and we have a timeout called. I believe the Bucks are 10 for 10 from the field to start this game off. We're going to take a timeout, 24-9. We look at the league leaders in the regular season. We got Jalen Duren, Miles Turner, Giannis Antetokounmpo, 2, 3, and 4 in field goal percentages. As we coming out of the timeout here, 6:11 to play here in the first. 24-9, the Bucks on top. I wonder how much good the Bucks really were better than their record really indicated in real life. See Jaden Ivey fishing it over to Asar Thompson. Thompson back over to Ivey. He'll shoot the three. No good. Miles Turner with the rebound. Cole Anthony. He has it right now, fishing it over to Gary Trent Jr. Trent Jr. He'll put the shot up. That's good. Look at that. 12 points for Gary Trent Jr. on 5 of 5 shooting. I believe the Bucks are 12 of 12 to start the game off. 5.5 to play here in the first. Duran, he is rejected by Turner. Kuzma has it. Feeds it over to Cole Anthony right now. Back over to Antetokounmpo. Feeds it to Cole Anthony again. 10 on the shot clock. 9 on the shot clock here. Feeds it over to Kuzma. He'll shoot the three. That's in there. Kyle Kuzma. And we have another timeout by the Pistons. 5:07 to play in the first. They lead it 29-9. We're going to take a timeout. Back out of the timeout here. 5:07 to play in the first. 29-9. And let's see here. We got Jalen Duren over to Cade Cunningham. Crossing the half-court line. Feeding it over to Jaden Ivey. No team has had any substitutions yet in this game. Feed it over to Jalen Duren. Back to Cunningham. He'll shoot the three. No good. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Feeds it over to Cole Anthony. Anthony feeds it over to Turner. Turner with the layup. That's good. It is 14 of 14, I believe, for the Bucks, and the lead is up to 22 now. 31-9. Over to Harris. Harris feeding it over to Ivey. Ivey back over to Harris. He'll shoot the three. That's in there. Tobias Harris. And that'll put an end to the run there. I believe that was a 17-0 run, I think. Giannis coming around. Right it over to Cole Anthony. He'll shoot the three. That's their first miss of the game. Get it over to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham's coming around, and he'll feed it over to Thompson. Thompson for three. No good. So I think it was 14 of 14. First 14 shots the Bucks made. See Giannis get it over to Turner. Turner, he'll be rejected. Jalen Duren will grab it. Cunningham will have it. Chilling by 19 right now. Feeds it over to Cade Cunningham. 10 on the shot clock. 7 on the shot clock right now. Cade Cunningham. He'll put the shot up. That's no good. Antetokounmpo grabbing a rebound. Feeds it over to Kuzma. Kuzma back over to Anthony. Anthony with the layup. That's no good. Cunningham with the rebound. That's 2 in a row the Bucks have missed, so they're on a cold shooting streak now. Asar Thompson. That's no good, but he'll get the offensive rebound. Tobias Harris. That's no good. Antetokounmpo grabbing the rebound. 12-4, the Bucks out rebounding the Pistons right now. They're leading it by 19. They led by as many as 22. Turner will miss that one. That's 3 in a row by the Bucks that they missed. As Asar Thompson's going to go to the line, shooting 2. Giannis called for his first personal foul. That is the second team foul called against the Bucks here in the first quarter. It's a 19-point lead. Take a break is what we hear. Let me see. So far, scoring breakdown. 5 3-pointers made, 6 fast break points for the Bucks. And that will be the first one made here. Let's look at the lineup set for the... We got Marcus Sasser coming into the game. As Cunningham moves to small guard, shooting guard. Kevin Porter and Taurean Prince will check into the game. Both free throws are made, and we'll have a timeout by the Bucks here. 2:23 to play in the first. 31-14, Bucks on top. Coming out of the timeout here, let's see. Tobias Harris, Isaiah Stewart will check into the game. As I believe Tobias Harris will move the power forward. And that is it. Taurean Prince will inbound it here with the team up by 17. The Bucks have missed the last 3 shots after starting off 14-14. Antetokounmpo, we got 9 on the shot clock. 5 on the shot clock. 4 on the shot clock. He's got to get the shot up. He will. And that's no good. Jalen Duren coming down with the rebound. Marcus Sasser with it. He's recovering from his injury. Beat it over to Cunningham. Cunningham. He'll take the 3, and that is no good. Antetokounmpo grabbing the rebound. 7 points for Cade Cunningham on 3 of 8, shooting 1 of 4 from beyond the arc in this game. And there's a slam dunk by Giannis. After 4 straight misses, they are back on track, it seems like. Duncan Robinson checking in. I don't know what I did because I tried to make it to where we could get these injuries set. I really hate having to do it. I really have to hate doing it manually here, as we're going to have a violation here, out of bounds, Bucks ball. So we got Duncan Robinson. I know he's checking into the game. Harris, Cunningham, and Duren going to go to the bench to end this first quarter. So we got Porter Jr. and Bobby Portis Jr. checking into the game now. Feeds it back over to Portis Jr. Portis Jr. will put the shot up. That is no good. Duncan Robinson with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Green, over to Marcus Sasser. 13 on the shot clock. Over to Javonte Green. Feeds it over to Stewart. 3 on the shot clock. Green will shoot the 3. That's good. His first 3 points of the game off the bench. Ryan Rollins, who actually had some starts in the first round. Over to Portis Jr. He's going to go to the line, shooting 1, I should say. Yes, Stewart called for his first personal foul, first team foul. Under 30 seconds to play in the first. And we have Paul Reed coming in for Isaiah Stewart. For Javonte Green. Stewart will move the power forward. Ron Holland also checking into the game. And for the Bucks, Smith will check into the game. And he'll make the and one opportunity there to lead up to 19 again. Robinson coming around. Feeds it over to Paul Reed. Reed, that layup is up. That's good. Robinson will get the assist there. Shot clock turned off. And there, Porter Jr. will lose it as Stewart will come with the rebound. Holland with it. 3 to shoot. He'll put the shot up. That is no good, and that will do it for the first quarter here. Very dominant first quarter by the Milwaukee Bucks. They made their first 14 shots. They lead it 36-19. If you like what you're watching, hit the like button, comment, subscribe to this channel. We'll be back to start the second quarter right after this. Starting the second quarter, we got Stewart, Sasser, I believe that's Isaiah Stewart, Holland, and Duncan Robinson out on the court as Livingston checks into the game, as well as Rollins still out on the court. Prince, we got Portis Jr. and Porter Jr., so that is a lineup set to start the second quarter for both teams. Feeds it over to Livingston. Livingston with the layup. That is good. And the lead is up to 19. They led by as many as 22. They got Marcus Sasser. 15 on the shot clock here. Sasser. Coming around. Back to Stewart. Over to Robinson. He'll shoot the three. That's in there. Duncan Robinson, his first 3 points of the game. And it is a 1 minute into the second quarter. 38-22, Bucks on top. Basically a 13-7 run, an extended 13-7 run. As I said, the Bucks did hit their first 14 shots. That is a miss right there. Sasser grabbing the rebound. Feed it over to Stewart. Stewart with it. He's coming around the layup. That's good. Isaiah Stewart, 38-24. He's it over to Porter Jr. Livingston over to Taurean Prince. 2 minutes into the second quarter now. Over to Bobby Portis Jr. Jr. finds it over to Prince, and Taurean Prince with the slam dunk, and the lead is up to 16. 13 assists in this game so far for the Bucks. Feeds it back over to Isaiah Stewart. 12 on the shot clock. Over to Marcus Sasser. Sasser. Over to 5 seconds on the shot clock. Is that Chaz Lanier? I don't. And there's a timeout called by the Bucks. 40-27, the Bucks on top. We're going to take a timeout. 9.5 to play until halftime. Coming out of timeout now, let's look at the lineup set here. We got Cunningham, Ivy, Thompson, Holland, and Stewart. Followed by, for the Bucks, we got Porter Jr., Trent Jr., Kuzma, Antetokounmpo, and I think Portis Jr. staying into the game. Yep, that is the lineup set for both teams. 40-27. As I said, it was 31-9 at one point. Antetokounmpo coming around with the slam dunk, and the lead is up to 15. That is, the slam dunk is worthy enough for the AT&T Connected Cam. AT&T, a proud sponsor of NBA 2K26. Cunningham crossing the half-court line. He's it back over to Jaden Ivey. Ivy, he'll shoot the three. That is no good. Kuzma grabbing a rebound. 15-8, the Bucks out rebound the Pistons right now. Antetokounmpo will lose it. Asar Thompson will officially come with the steal. He's it over to Cunningham. 15 on the shot clock here. Back over to Ron Holland. 10 on the shot clock. Feeds it to Cunningham. Cunningham, he's going to come around the bucket. That's good. It's a 13-point lead once again for the Bucks. Bucks led by as many as 22 here. 8:25 to play in the second. Porter Jr. holding on to it. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Antetokounmpo. Porter Jr. for three. Good! The lead up to 16 again. So we're approaching 4 minutes into the second quarter. 45-29. Pistons on top. Or Bucks on top. What am I talking about? Cunningham. 8 on the shot clock, and we have a foul called. Kevin Porter Jr. He's called for his first personal foul, first team foul. Cunningham going to the line, shooting 2. .753 to play in the second quarter. 45-29, Bucks on top. Game 2 of this, or Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals from the Fiserv Forum. The 8th-seeded Pistons. And there's the first one made as Jalen Duren coming back into the game for Ron Holland, as Isaiah Stewart will move to power forward. And Miles Turner checking back into the game for Bobby Portis Jr. The Pistons, as I said, in this universe were up 3-1 against the Knicks as the 8th seed. Allowed the Knicks to win games 5 and 6, but then they were down by as many as 20 points with, I think, 4+ minutes left of the third, as that's an out-of-bounds call here. We look at the assists per game during the playoffs. Cade Cunningham had individual players tied for second, I believe, or tied for second or third with 8 assists a game. So Cunningham can score and dish it. 45-31. Ivy, he'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Miles Turner grabbing a rebound. 16-8, the Bucks out rebound the Pistons. Giannis will shoot the 3. That is no good. Jalen Duren grabbing a rebound. Asar Thompson over to Stewart. Stewart will pass it over to Jalen Duren. 13 on the shot clock. Jaden Ivey, 10 on the shot clock. He'll shoot the 2. That is no good. Miles Turner grabbing a rebound. Giannis feeding it over to Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma over to Antetokounmpo. And that is stolen by Jalen Duren. Duren dishing it over to Ivy. Ivy back to Thompson. Thompson, that is no good. Bobby Porter Jr. grabbing a rebound. Dishing it over to Antetokounmpo. 6:43 to play until halftime. 45-31. And that is a miss right there to Miles Turner. Feeds it over to Trent Jr. for 3. No good. Jalen Duren with the rebound. Almond Thompson. Finds it over to Cunningham. Cunningham. He'll put the turnaround shot. No good. Antetokounmpo grabbing a rebound. Seems like nobody wants to score, but now you see Porter Jr. with the slam dunk. And the lead is 47-31 right now. Up to 16. Cunningham. That's good. Lead back down to 14. You see Cade Cunningham with 28.6 points per game during the regular season. He averaged a little over 34 points in that 7-game series. Porter Jr. will shoot the bucket. That's no good. Jaden Ivey getting the rebound. Leads it back over to Cunningham. Cunningham feeds it over to Duren. Duren. Back over to Thompson, over to Stewart. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Antetokounmpo grabbing the rebound. Feeds it over to Trent Jr. Trent Jr. back over to Porter Jr. Kevin Porter Jr. feeds it back to Miles Turner. Turner feeding it over to Trent Jr. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Jalen Duren with the rebound here as we're approaching 5 minutes of play. Trent Jr. with 12 points on 5 of 7 shooting. 2 for 4 from beyond the arc. He hit his first 5 shots and missed the last 2. Ivy, no longer a Piston in real life. Actually, he's not in the league right now. Following some controversial comments. Cunningham, that is no good off the front rim as you see Kyle Kuzma coming around. He'll take the shot up. That is no good. Well, I don't know what is going on right now. Nobody could buy a bucket. It was 31-9 at one point. And you see Cunningham for 3, no good. 31-9, the Bucks were on top. They hit their first 14 shots, and it seems like they have trouble making shots right now. And there's Giannis, and there we go. Slam dunk right there. 14 for him in this game. 4 minutes to play until halftime. 49-33. But the Pistons have outscored them. Make that 26-18 since that point when it was 31-9. Trent Jr. and that's stolen by Asar Thompson. Thompson Feeding it over to Cunningham. Cunningham with it. Got 5 on the shot clock. Ivy for 3. No good. Porter Jr. with the rebound. 24-13. The Bucks out-rebound the Pistons right now. There's a slam dunk by Giannis Antetokounmpo, and the lead is up to 16 again. 3 minutes of play in the second quarter. Goes over to Isaiah Stewart. Feeding it over to Cunningham. Cunningham feed it over to Ivy. He'll shoot the 3. No good. Jalen Duren getting the offensive rebound. Back over to Ivy. That's in there. And that's as close as I think the Pistons have been in quite a long time. 13 points right now. Kuzma. At 2:25 to play in the second. Kuzma, he'll shoot the 3. No good. Jalen Duren grabbing the rebound over to Cade Cunningham. Kuzma with 9 points on 3 of 5 shooting. 3 for 4 from beyond the arc. Stewart, he'll miss that one. Leads it over to Kuzma. Kuzma back over to Giannis. 2 minutes left of the first half. Kuzma feeds it over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. 5 on the shot clock. Giannis, he'll take the jumper. That's good. Lead up to 15 again. That's 18 for Giannis. 16 of those in the paint. Cade Cunningham feeding it over to Asar Thompson. Over to Duren. Back over to Stewart, but Cunningham with it now. Cunningham, he'll take the shot. That is no good. Turner with the rebound here. Minute 20 to play here in the second. 53-38, Bucks on top. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals. Said the Pistons avoid the letdown, but you know, they came back from 3-1 in real life against the Orlando Magic. By the time this video comes out, I believe they're in their first game, as that's a miss right there. Porter Jr. feeding it over to Turner. Turner back over to Porter Jr. Finding it over to Antetokounmpo, over to Turner. 10 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Kuzma. Kuzma, he'll take the shot. That's no good. Jaden Ivey will get the rebound. 9 points for Kuzma. That bucket is no good. Antetokounmpo grabbing the rebound. Over to Gary Trent Jr. Back over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. 13 on the shot clock. 10 on the shot clock. Giannis got to get it off. Giannis will feed it over to Gary Trent Jr. Not sure what they're thinking, but he'll drive it anyway. And the lead is up to 17. 3.2 to play in the second. And that will do it here. We are at the end of the first half. The Bucks leading the Pistons 55-38. This is game 1 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals here on vdub Productions. If you like what you see, hit the like button. Comment on this video. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and also don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And also there is a link to my Cash App in the description down below. As well as you can follow me on X and Instagram. You'll have that information in the description down below as well. I am Vinny from vdub Productions, and we're going to send it to halftime. I will see you guys in the second half. Getting ready to start the second half. 55-38, the Bucks on top. We look at Giannis Antetokounmpo right now. He's had himself a really good first half. I believe that he has 18 and 12, I believe. As we start the third quarter here, I believe it is the starting five for both teams. Out on the court, I see that we have Cunningham, Ivy, Thompson, Harrison, Duran. While we have Anthony, Trent Jr., Kuzma, Antetokounmpo, and Miles Turner to start off here. Cunningham will get the shot up. That is no good. The Pistons, no points in the last 3 minutes and 15 seconds. That's dating back to the end of the second quarter here. Cole Anthony feeds it over to Miles Turner. Trent Jr. will shoot the three. That's in there. Gary Trent Jr. That's 15 or 17 for him. And the lead is up to 20 again. As I said, it was 31-9. 22 points was the largest lead. Gets it in there, and that will put an end to that drought right there. That was a 7-0 run dating back to the end of the first quarter. That's now over with. Kuzma will shoot the three. That's no good. Giannis Antetokounmpo will put it back in. The Pistons only shot 32% from the field in that first half. Harris leads it back over to Jaden Ivey. Ivey. He's coming around. 8 on the shot clock. They're holding on to it. I don't know why. They need to get some shots up. Thompson will put the shot up. That's no good. Antetokounmpo with the rebound again. Feeds it over to Gary Trent Jr. Trent Jr. feeds it back in. That's going to go out of bounds. Gary Trent Jr. could have easily have taken that shot. I could have told you that right now. We look at during the regular season rebounds a game. Jalen Duren finished 4th in the regular season with 15.1 rebounds a game. Jalen Duren is one of those players that are 20 and 15 waiting to happen, but he only has 2 points in that first half. Big part of the Pistons struggles right there. So we're 2 minutes into the second quarter. Jaden Ivey with the bucket. That's good. 5 points for Jaden Ivey on 2 of 10 shooting. He's minus 23 out on the court. Cole Anthony feeding it over to Gary Trent Jr. Got 10 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Cole Anthony. 8 on the shot clock. 5 on the shot clock. Cole Anthony coming around the layup. That's good. Timeout, Pistons. We're going to take one as well. 9:32 to play in the third. 62-42, Bucks on top. 9:32 to play in the third. We're back here in Milwaukee. 62-42, Bucks on top. The Bucks have not trailed in this game, but they led by as many as 22. And the Bucks hit their first 14 shots of the game from the field. Still over 60% shooting from the field, but they have cooled down a lot. Ivy coming around with the layup. That's in there. That's 7 points for him. Cade Cunningham getting the assist. Cole Anthony coming around. Feeds it over, and he'll get it in there. He drives it in, I should say. The Bucks shooting 62%. The Pistons only 35% in this game, and the lead is up to 20 once again for Milwaukee. 15 on the shot clock. Cunningham shooting in the three. No good. But like I said, the real-life Pistons actually overcame a 3-1 deficit against the Orlando Magic. History repeating itself, actually, as Kuzma will shoot the three. No good. Because remember, the Pistons also came back from 3-1 as a 1 seed against the Magic. That's a miss right there. Kuzma 3 of 9 shooting, 3 of 7 from beyond the arc. Oh, that was dangerously close to being a backcourt violation. That's a miss by Kuzma. He's 3 of 10 shooting now. And there's a slam dunk. Asar Thompson with the slam dunk, worthy enough of the AT&T Connected Cam. AT&T, a proud sponsor of NBA 2K26. 64-46. I don't remember the last time I seen the Bucks hit a three-pointer in this game. Maybe they may hit one, and that is a terrible alley-oop attempt. Cunningham. Over to Ivy. He'll shoot the three. No good. Antetokounmpo. I said Jaden Ivey, 7 points, 3 rebounds on 3 of 12 shooting. Kuzma will shoot the three. No good. Duren will grab the rebound. 64-46. Jaden Ivey. Eight on the shot clock. Ivy. He'll feed it over to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham will put the shot up. That's no good. Kuzma grabbing a rebound. 5 minutes into the third quarter. Feeds it over to Antetokounmpo. Over to Anthony. Cole Anthony for three. That's in there. Lead up to 21 for the Bucks. Timeout, Pistons. We're going to take one as well with 6:47 to play in the third. Coming out here. 6:47 to play in the third. There's no lineup changes right now. 21-point lead for the Bucks. As we're approaching the halfway point of the third quarter, 21-point lead again, as I said, for Milwaukee. Over to Alman Thompson. Feeds it over to Jaden Ivey. Back over to Tobias Harris. 9 on the shot clock. Harris, he'll shoot the three. No good. Cole Anthony grabbing the rebound. Anthony feeds it over to Giannis. Giannis back over to Kuzma. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Cunningham grabbing a rebound. Jaden Ivey. He has 15 on the shot clock now. Ivey coming around over to Thompson. Feeding it over to Cunningham. Cunningham's going to drive it to the hoop. He'll make it. 17 points by Cade Cunningham. 8 of them in the paint right now as we're over the halfway point of the third quarter. Gary Trent Jr. We got 10 on the shot clock. Trent Jr., he'll shoot the three. That is no good. Offensive rebound by Giannis. Over to Cole Anthony. He'll shoot the three. That's in there. And the lead is up to 22, matching their largest lead. So we got some players coming at the scorer's table for both teams looking to check in for the first time in the second half. Cunningham feeds it over to Jalen Duren. Feeds it back over to Thompson, over to Cunningham. 8 on the shot clock. Cade Cunningham. 4 on the shot clock. He'll feed it over to Thompson. He'll shoot the three. No good. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabbing a rebound. Kuzma. And he's going to drive it. He's going to go to the line, shooting two. Asar Thompson called for his first personal foul, first team foul, as we're under 5 minutes of play in the third. Kyle Kuzma going to the line, shooting two. The Bucks have dominated the entire game. Look at that. 46 points off of assists, 9 three-pointers made. And he'll hit the first one. Green checking, and no, Lanier checking into the game for, Sasser. Never mind. What am I talking about? That's Sasser checking in for Cade Cunningham. As the Bucks are on top by 23 now. That's the largest lead now for them. So we're now officially under 5 minutes of play in the third quarter. Sinks them both. 24-point lead. Jaden Ivey crossing the half-court line. Only 7 points for the IRL former Piston and former Bull. 8 on the shot clock. And there's a shot up. That is no good. Antetokounmpo grabbing a rebound. Giannis coming around with the bucket. That's good. The lead is up to 26. The Bucks 31 of 53. The Pistons 19 of 58. Giannis feeding it over. Oh, no, that wasn't Giannis. Never mind. Ivy, he'll shoot the three. No good. Cole Anthony grabbing a rebound. Holding on to it right now. Back over to Antetokounmpo. 10 on the shot clock. Giannis And he's going to go to the line, shooting 2 as Tobias Harris called for his first personal foul. Second team foul called against the Pistons in this third quarter, as we are now under 4 to play in the third. Game 1 of this Eastern Conference Semifinals series. It seems like after that Game 1 loss here on this home court, the Bucks have not decided they're not going to play any more games. We'll be back in the Western Conference in the next video. That will be Game 2 between the Thunder and the Rockets. As you see, Giannis will hit the first one here. Isaiah Stewart checking into the game. Jalen Duren going to go take a seat. And for the Bucks, Bobby Portis Jr. checking into the game for Miles Turner. Giannis will miss the second one. Isaiah Stewart grabbing a rebound. So it's a 27-point lead for the Pistons. Now for the Bucks, now make it 25-point lead, and that puts an end to a run there. And Portis Jr. almost lost it for a second, but he is able to regain it here. 3:33 to play in the third. Anthony coming around the layup. That's good. They'll lead up to 27 again. That was an 8-0 run for a second before the Pistons got the bucket, but now it's a 10-2 run. Harris with the slam dunk. Lead down to 25. And there, Trent Jr. He'll pass it over to Antetokounmpo. He's going to come around. That's no good. Tobias Harris grabbing a rebound there. 3 minutes to play in the third. Over to Marcus Sasser. Feeds it over to Harris. Harris back to Ivy. He'll shoot the 3. No good. Portis Jr. grabbing a rebound over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo feeding it back over to Kuzma. He'll shoot the 3. That's in there, and the lead is up to 28. 2.5 to play in the third. 80-52. Sasser feed it over to Harris. He'll shoot the 2. That's no good. Cole Anthony with the rebound. Kuzma feeds it over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo back over to Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony jump shot. That is no good. Tobias Harris grabbing a rebound. To Sasser over to Stewart. Stewart feeding it over to Thompson. Over to Sasser. Back over to Ivy. 10 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Harris. He'll shoot the 2. 3, I should say. No good. Portis Jr. grabbing a rebound. Gary Trent Jr. and that's stolen by Tobias Harris. Here the defense chance here. 80-52. 90 seconds to play here in the third. Thompson, he'll shoot the 3. No good. Portis Jr. grabbing a rebound. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Gonna come around. He'll shoot the 2. That falls in. 30-point lead for the Bucks. 34 of 58. 21 of 65 for the Pistons, though. Marcus Sasser. 14 on the shot clock. Back over to Jaden Ivey. He'll shoot the 3. He'll make the 3. I believe that's 10 points for Jaden Ivey in this game. Under a minute to play in the third. 82-55, Bucks leading it. Game number 1. Over to Cole Anthony. To Portis Jr. for 3. No good. Stewart grabbing a rebound. Over to Ivy. Back over to Asar Thompson here. Thompson finding Jaden Ivey. Ivy coming around the layup. That's good. 27 seconds to play, and Pistons within 25 now. 5 quick points. 15 on the shot clock. They are holding on to it right now. 82-57. 4 on the shot clock. There's Antetokounmpo. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Sasser grabbing a rebound, and that will do it. Don't think that was going to count anyway here. The score after the end of the third quarter, the Bucks leading it 82-57. If you like what you see, hit the like button, comment, and hit the subscribe button. We'll be back to start the fourth quarter right after this. Starting the fourth quarter here, so we have Torian Prince, Ryan Rollins, Antetokounmpo, Michael, Bobby Porter Jr., and Kevin Porter Jr. That's the lineup set here. Rollins, he'll miss that one. So we have Cunningham, Robinson, Sasser, let me see, Holland, and Stewart. That's the lineup set there. Marcus Sasser getting the layup there. That's a 7-0 run, actually, for the Pistons. Feeds it back over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. He'll hit the jump shot up, no good. Isaiah Stewart grabbing the rebound. Feeds it over to Cunningham. 15 on the shot clock. Feeding it over to Robinson. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Portis Jr. grabbing the rebound. Feeds it over to Torian Prince. Back over to Giannis. He'll have the slam dunk. That ends that 7-0 run by the Pistons. That's 27 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. 24 points in the paint. Over a minute into the fourth quarter, 25-point lead for the Bucks. Sasser feeding over to Holland, over to Robinson, back over to Stewart. Feeds it back over to Sasser. Sasser will have it. That's no good. Portis Jr. with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has it. Ryan Rollins coming around with it and feeds it over to Torian Prince. Back over to Porter Jr. Feeds it over to Antetokounmpo. 5 on the shot clock. Giannis. He'll dish it over to Porter Jr. He'll shoot the two. No good. Robinson grabbing the rebound. We got 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Cunningham. Cunningham with the slam dunk. Pistons within 23 as we're under 10 minutes to play here in the fourth. 84-61. I do not believe the Pistons led for a single second in this game. I know they were tied, I think, a couple of times. Porter Jr. with the slam dunk and the lead up to 25 again. Or that's Portis Jr., never mind. Cunningham. So we got under 9.5 to play here in the fourth. 86-61, Bucks on top. Game 1, Eastern Conference Semifinals. Sasser over to Stewart. Stewart back over. There's Robinson for three. No good. Portis Jr. grabbing a rebound. We got Porter Jr. over to Antetokounmpo for the slam dunk and the lead up to 27 again. That's 26 for the Greek Freak. Under 9 to play here in the fourth. Cade Cunningham leads it over to Stewart. Over to Marcus Sasser. Sasser over to Cunningham. He'll give it up over to Holland. Back over to Sasser. He'll shoot the two. No good. Antetokounmpo with it. 8.5 to play here in the fourth. Bobby Portis Jr. over to Antetokounmpo. Portis Jr. That bucket is good, and the lead is up to 29 again. Holland. And he'll put the shot up. That's no good. Antetokounmpo. And that's stolen by Holland. Holland with the slam dunk. And we'll have a timeout called here. Look at the points off of turnovers. 9 for the Pistons, 0 for the Bucks. We're going to take a timeout. 8 minutes to play in the fourth. Coming out of the timeout here, let's look at the Detroit lineup set here. Let's see. Cunningham, Ivy, Thompson, Harrison, Duren. Followed by, let's see, Antetokounmpo, Turner, Kuzma, Anthony, and Trent Jr. So I believe that is the starting 5 for both teams. Back out on the court with 8 minutes to play here in the fourth. The Bucks leading it by 27. Their largest lead was 30 in the third quarter. It has been all Bucks since the opening tip. Trent Jr. 2 on the shot clock, and he'll make the bucket there, and the lead is 92-63. Lead up to 29 once again. So under 7.5 minutes to play here, and now we're getting the slew of substitutions coming back into the game. At the slew of players coming back into the game, and there's a violation, out of bounds, Bucks ball. Bickerstaff not happy right now, and let's see here. Who's checking back into the game? We got Rollins, Porter Jr., Prince, Bobby Portis Jr. Looks like the entire starting five is went on the bench now. Is it over to Sims? So Jericho Sims, I think, checks in for the first time in this game. He played a couple of games. That bucket is good. Oh man, three-pointer there, and the lead is up to 32 for the Bucks. Thompson feeds it over to Harris. He'll shoot the three. That's good. The lead down to 29 once again. Porter Jr. crossing the half-court line here. 6.5. About 6.5 to play here in the fourth. And Porter Jr. with the bucket and the lead up to 31 again. Portis Jr. will get the assist. Jaden Ivey crossing the half-court line. Feeds it over to Cade Cunningham. I don't think there's going to be a big miracle for the Pistons in this game, as Jaden Ivey will shoot the three. And the lead down to 28. See Portis Jr. coming around. He'll get the layup. That's good. 99-69. The lead up to 30 once again. Over to Amon Thompson. Over to Harris. Back over to Thompson. To Jalen Duren. Over to Thompson to Harris. Harris will shoot the three. No good. Jericho Sims with the rebound. Prince coming around. Feeds it over, and that's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be Pistons ball. You're going to give Pistons an easy opportunity to try to get some points coming off the inbound there with that careless turnover. This has been a turnover-ridden game on both sides. 15 on the shot clock, over to Ivy. 10 on the shot clock. Ivy. 3 on the shot clock. Gotta get the shot up. Cunningham will take the three. That's good. Just as the shot clock expired, and the Pistons within 27. Here, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Under 5 to play here. Porter Jr. coming around. Pitch it over to Sims. Back over to Porter Jr. 4 on the shot clock. Rollins, he'll take the three. No good. Jalen Duren grabbing the rebound. Got Tobias Harris to Cade Cunningham. 15 on the shot clock. Over to Jaden Ivey. 10 on the shot clock. Ivey. And that is stolen by Taurean Prince. Porter Jr. with it. Over to Portis Jr. You got 10 on the shot clock. 8 on the shot clock now. Portis Jr. He's rejected. Jaden Ivey coming down with it. Ivey feeding it over to Cunningham. He'll shoot the three. No good. Sims will come down with the rebound. So I think we'll at least say Sims had some stats in this game, even if it's just that one rebound. Rollins, 3.5 to play here in the fourth. 99-72. Bucks on top. They led by as many as, I think, 31, I think. And there's the bucket right there. The Bucks are in the century mark. Bucks are shooting 43 of 74. The Pistons 29 of 80. Cunningham coming around. Feeds it over to Thompson. He'll shoot the three. That is no good. Portis Jr. grabbing the rebound. There's Porter Jr. coming around. Layup. That's good, and the lead is up to 31. I think maybe 32 might be the largest lead. I have to check the records coming up at the end of the game before the post-game player statistics coming up. But it is very interesting. The Bucks shot 14 of 14 to start the game. Sims. will get the rebound there. Porter Jr. with it. 2.5 to play here in the fourth. And there's Jericho Sims. He'll at least get points in this game as well. Lead up to 33. So here's some defense chance here. Jaden Ivey, he'll shoot the three. No good. Dern, the shoot over to Harris. He'll shoot the three. Good. Tobias Harris bringing the Pistons within 30 with 2 minutes to play in the fourth. Taurean Prince. Minute 46 to play here. Portis Jr. coming around the layup. That's good. A lead up to 32 again. 13 points for Bobby Portis Jr. Jaden Ivey. $15 on the shot clock. So we got about a minute and a half to play here in the fourth. Over to Harris. 7 on the shot clock. Harris will shoot the 2. That's good. Minute 20 to play in the fourth. We got 75 seconds to play. And it's going to be Milwaukee taking a Game 1 victory in this series, winning 5 in a row in this NBA playoffs of my season playthrough, ever since losing Game 1 to the Pacers. Jaden Ivey coming around. Ivey will lose it as Taurean Prince with the steal. Prince, he's going to come around with the layup. That's good. The lead is up to 32. 40 seconds to play here in the fourth. Ivey will shoot the 3. No good. Portis Jr. with the rebound. They still have to get a shot up, or they could just let the shot clock run down. Taurean Prince. You got 8 on the shot clock here to Bobby Portis Jr. Portis Jr. coming around. That's good, and the lead is 34 now. And that's going to do it here. Will the Pistons even get a shot up? They probably should to try to make this a little more respectable, but they will not. It is a 34-point win. The Bucks hit their first 14 shots of the game, never looked back. They defeat the Pistons 111-77. They take a 1-0 lead in this best-of-7 series in this Eastern Conference Semifinals. Game 2 will be coming up in a couple of days as you hear Giannis Antetokounmpo being interviewed by Ali LaForce, or actually you see it, you're not going to hear it because you have me. I don't have the game commentary on. But I bet you he's going to be player of the game. And it looks like I'm correct. And we'll be back with the post-game player statistics right after this. It's time for the post-game player statistics brought to you by 2K Sports. We start off with the victorious Milwaukee Bucks, led by the player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo, with a triple-double. He had 29 points, 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Gary Trent Jr., 19 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. He got the start in this game. Bobby Portis Jr. off the bench, 15 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Kyle Kuzma with 14 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Cole Anthony, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. We got Kevin Porter Jr., 12 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Followed by Taurean Prince with 4 points and 2 assists and a steal. Miles Turner, 2 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. Chris Livingston, 2 points and 1 rebound, 3 minutes of play. Jericho Sims, 2 points and 3 rebounds in 8 minutes of play. Ryan Rollins had 3 assists and 1 steal in 15 minutes of play. Then we got Tyler Smith, no stats in 1 minute of play. Andre Jackson Jr., AJ Green, Amir Coffey did not play for the Milwaukee Bucks. And now for the Detroit Pistons. They were led by Cade Cunningham with 22 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Jaden Ivey with 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Tobias Harris, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Asar Thompson with 8 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, and 3 steals, followed by Duncan Robinson, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Javonte Green only had 1 minute to play, but he did hit a three-pointer in the game. Chaz Lanier, 3 points in 3 minutes of play. Jalen Duren only had 2 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Isaiah Stewart, 2 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Marcus Sasser in 14 minutes of play, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Ron Holland had 2 points, 1 assist, and a steal in 10 minutes of play. Paul Reed, only 2 points and 1 minute of play. Bobby Klintman is the only player from the Pistons who did not play in this game number 1. And that will do it for your post-game player statistics. And next video, we are back in the Western Conference. This time we have Game 2 between the Houston Rockets and the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Rockets handed the Thunder their first loss of this NBA postseason in my season playthrough, winning 97-88, led by 32 points by Kevin Durant. I know Jalen Williams led the Thunder with 24 points. SGA had 15 points in defeat. But the Rockets did seal Game 1, seal home court in the series. They lead the series 1-0. Game 2, Rockets, Thunder, be there or be squared. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Don't forget to comment on this video and also hit the subscribe button if you have not done so yet, as well as hit the icon to receive notifications when these videos do drop. In the description down below will be a link to my Cash App, as well as where you can find me on Instagram and X. And with that will do it. Remind you guys, the final score of the game. The Milwaukee Bucks actually hit their first 13 shots. I thought it was 14, but it was 13. And part of that first 13 shots was part of a 17-0 run at one point to go up by 22 points. They never looked back. The Bucks defeat the Pistons 111-77. They take a 1-0 lead in this best of 7 series. I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.